Hello friends, this is Jana Bennun from Israeli News Live, and I promise some of you that I'll show you how am I preserving food for more than 2 years, and I'm talking about 10 to 15 years. So here I go, and maybe some of you are even better at this as I am. I'm just quite of a beginner in this, but you know the situation we are in, so I want to make sure we preserve a lot of food for future. And one of the foods I'm preserving is buckwheat. This is from a Russian local store. They sell a lot of cheap buckwheat, and buckwheat is one of these foods that Russians and Ukrainians survived on during very difficult times that they had during famines and holodomors. This was one of their kind of wheats where they made it into a flour, made cakes and pancakes, and you can use it as a rice, as if you would rice as well, and just eat it. It's very high in protein, vitamins, and minerals. Okay, so how am I preserving those foods? You need Mylar bags, because Mylar bags will protect your food from light, from pests, and then you need oxygen absorbers. And I keep my oxygen absorbers inside of this little closed can or jar actually, because as soon as you open your oxygen absorbers, they're going to start absorbing all the oxygens. And the way to preserve your food is to make sure there is no oxygen in the Mylar bag, because oxygen spoils the food. So basically this particular buckwheat would be good for 2 years, and I'm preserving it with Mylar bag and oxygen absorber for next 10 to 15 years. So how do you do it? Well, I have a half-a-gallon Mylar bags that I ordered off of Amazon, and I'm gonna put on it with my Sharpie what I am preserving. It's buckwheat. So you put buckwheat and today's date, okay? It's June 25, 2020. And I have 300 cc's oxygen absorbers, and you can probably get away with using one little packet of it in half a gallon, but I always want to make sure that it will work and it will preserve the food and take all the oxygen out, so I always double it. So I'm gonna put 600 cc's, meaning 2 little packages inside of here, and that way preserve my buckwheat. So all I do, it's a very quick procedure. I just, when you work alone, it's not very easy, so you kind of have to practice.
One thing we do sometimes is when she's going to do it by herself, I will actually set her up a little box, and it helps make the Mylar bag stand up.
And you know what? I see that I can feed more in this. So what I'm gonna do, come right back, because I have a second package. So I'm gonna put a little bit more in that package, because you want to fill it up, you know, as much as you can, like about right there, to make a use of this Mylar bag. And that way we're gonna have buckwheat pancakes, Steve, during the famine. Hold on.
One thing, Jana, let me ask, as far as cost-wise, when you're looking at these oxygen absorbers that you have here in this jar, I know when you get a package of those in, how many come in that package and what does it cost?
Oh, I think it comes as 10 in a package, but they come in 300 cc's, 500 cc's, 1000 cc's, 2000 cc's, or it all depends on how big of a Mylar bag you use. I don't exactly remember the cost, but I think
Just a rough guess.
I will tell you the rough estimate of preserving something like this in a Mylar bag with this. It's about $1.50 per preservation.
Okay. Right.
So I don't know exactly
That's
how much
okay.
it was.
It gives the people an idea
But
of
right
cost.
now, it will cost me about $1.50 to preserve all of this buckwheat. And as you know, always think of future with not having electricity. So
Yes,
you need to
you
buy
actually
a
have
hand
a
mill.
hand grinder as
bought
well.
yes, I bought a hand grinder where I can grind up this buckwheat by hand for future pancakes. And you can mix it with regular flour and make up bread, because buckwheat will add the nutrition value that you will need, especially protein, you know.
Maybe we can take and make a video for them in the future about that as well, how to grind it up, you know.
Yeah, this is just quick for my friends. I don't really, oh wow, I was able to fit 2 of these packages of buckwheat.
Yes, find a Russian store near you, or even a Polish store. They normally do this as well. They sell these products. And normally there's no limit on how many you can buy. You know, when they do this, all this pandemic garbage, they want to limit you on what you're allowed to buy.
The Russians don't limit you right now. Now listen, these oxygen absorbers will start feeling like really hot because they're immediately absorbing oxygen. So you kind of want to work pretty fast. I'm going to put 600 cc's. This little packet is 300 cc's. I'm going to just put 600 cc's and immediately close the lid in the jar so that way your oxygen doesn't, you know, it's not being absorbed.
Right.
And work with it quite quickly. Now, how do you close this? Is with the, I'm using hair strengthener at a maximum temperature of 450. That will kind of make sure that your Mylar bag is, oh wow, Steve, it doesn't work.
Not even on. Wow,
it's not even on. Okay, well, here we go, and I don't know why.
Yes, well, I'll tell you what.
I guess it wasn't turned on.
Ah, yeah, that would help, wouldn't it? So it's going to have to heat up.
Yeah, you make it heat up to highest temperature. I think it's 450 degrees. And when it gets really hot, it will nicely seal your Mylar bag. I apologize that happened.
It'll take me just a second to warm up. And then the other thing is, too, is we use a straw like this one right here.
Well, I let Steve do it because I'm always afraid that I'm going to breathe it in.
Yeah.
So he knows the technique.
I kind of like doing it. I mean, you could actually take a little screen, a little screen that you put on a window, cut a little square of it out, and put it over the tip where you're going to suck the air in from it. And then that way the grains, if they come up the straw, they won't get caught in your throat. But we like to do that in order to help get more of that oxygen out. And if you do that, we've also found that sometimes you can get away with just one of those oxygen tabs. So Jana's going to seal it down, but she's going to leave it to where, go ahead and put the straw in. She's going to leave me a little spot there where we can put the straw into the bag. Right, just like so. Because you got to have a little play. That's why we like this little metal straw, because it allows you to get it in there.
You can
so
suck up, but be careful so it doesn't go into your
No, I'm not going to do
throat.
that. You just get ready to.
Or you want me to hold your camera? We're not good at this, are we?
That's all right. Well, you didn't get to see the actual thing, but go ahead. Just don't burn me.
Okay.
Wow. I don't need my hair straight. It's already straight. And I don't need my fingers. Well, they need straightening because, you know.
I kind of make sure always twice that this is being sealed.
Yeah, my wife she is a safety woman.
Yes.
That's why she makes me wear both a belt and suspenders. You see, I've got a belt on, but she makes me wear both so my pants don't fall down.
Well, that's his own decision.
I actually got that idea from Justin Wilson years ago. He's a Cajun comedian and very clean, always told nice little stories. But I actually met him. I actually wrote several of his stories, but that he tells. But
I got my buckwheat preserved now for about 10 years now.
Yes.
Right here. And tomorrow, these oxygen absorbers are going to basically take all the oxygen out, and you will see that
it'll be like a pancake then.
Well, it will start.
You'll see it'll suck it all down to where there's you can see the grains coming through the plastic.
Yeah, it will look like if it was vacuum sealed.
Yeah, vacuum packed, exactly.
But anyway, I just wanted to share it with you. Some of you were asking me, and I said, well, I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I'm going to do the same thing right now with my red lentils, dried red lentils. And I pretty much do it with all the grains, white rice, flour, beans, lentils, and all of these things can be preserved safely in your Mylar bag, even pancake mix.
Yes, don't try sucking the air out of that.
Okay, well, thank you, and maybe we'll do further videos about food preservations later. Thank you very much, and have a great day.